It's my scene. You know what I mean. It's my scene. You know what I mean. My scene. You know what I mean. It's my scene.
The My Scene line started 2004 off with a bang with the release of the Jammin in Jamaica movie and corresponding collection of dolls. This 2D animated movie was directed by Eric Fogel, and animated by Curious Pictures with a runtime of around 45 minutes. The movie focused on Barbie, as she and the girls tag along with the guys' band, Urban Desire, to their band competition in Jamaica. Of course, it's not all fun and games for the My Scene gang, as Barbie feels neglected by River and suspects he might be having a fling with the band's manager, Madison, as the band tries to win a record deal. Kelly Sheridan, who was the voice of Barbie in the 3D animated Barbie movie franchise, would also voice Barbie in the My Scene movies. The voice cast also included Kathleen Barr as Madison, Nicole Boma as Chelsea, Tegan Moss as Noli, Megan Black as Delancey, Alessandro Giuliani as River, Shane Meyer as Ellis, Mark Hildreth as Sutton, and the late Kirby Morrow as Hudson. The film would introduce two minor characters, Jay and Tyson, who were voiced by Brenda Cricklow and Mark Hildreth, respectively. A physical copy of the movie would be exclusively available with the 5 female Jammin in Jamaica dolls: Barbie, Madison, Chelsea, Noli, and Delancey. Later in the year, on June 6, 2004, the movie would have its TV premiere on Nickelodeon. Apart from coming with a copy of the movie, each My Scene girl would come with a sightseeing outfit, a bikini, and various accessories for their Jamaica vacation, such as a clip-on hibiscus flower for their hair. All 4 members of Urban Desire, River, Sutton, Ellis, and Hudson, were produced, and their dolls would include their corresponding instrument, a spare piece of clothing to mix and match, small beach accessories, and a bracelet for the buyer to wear. As part of the Jammin in Jamaica line, Mattel would release the Cruising the Boardwalk tandem bicycle gift sets, which featured Jay with Sutton and Barbie with River. They would also release the Surfrider gift sets, which featured Chelsea, Madison, and Tyson, who each came with a jet ski. Playsets and vehicles in the Jammin in Jamaica collection included the Guava Gulch Tiki Lounge and 2 My Beach Ride dune buggies. The guys would get their own set of fashion scene fashion packs, inspired by the outfits they wore at the beginning of the movie. Additionally, a set of Jammin in Jamaica themed accessory packs were produced: On a Date, On the Stage, and On the Sand. Following the Jammin in Jamaica collection, Mattel would release the Gettin Ready line of gift sets and dolls. These gift sets would depict the My Scene gang's day out, starting with the My Room and My Tub gift sets, followed by the Out with the Girls dolls, and then the Out and About gift sets. This collection would debut new smiling face sculpts for the girls and the guys. The My Room gift sets featured Barbie, Chelsea, and Noli, who each came with their own wardrobe filled with outfits and accessories. The My Tub playsets featured Madison and a new My Scene girl, Kenzie, who each came with their own bathtub and beauty accessories. Mattel would also release the Gettin Ready Chelsea-style playset, which featured Chelsea's vanity, partition, and chaise lounge, among other furniture. A corresponding webisode would follow the girls as they got ready for their date with the guys. While the girls were getting ready, the guys would have their own Out with the Girls line of dolls as part of the collection. The line featured River, Sutton, and Hudson, as they were preparing for their dates with the girls. The Out and About 2 doll gift sets would depict the My Scene girls and guys on their respective dates. This line would pair up Chelsea with Hudson, Madison with Sutton, and Delancey with Ellis. The dolls would additionally come with pets, based on the plotline of the webisode, which featured Delancey and the gang finding new homes for her kittens. This would be the last time Ellis was produced as part of the My Scene doll line, although he would still be present in subsequent webisodes and movies. The romantic themes would continue with the Heartbreakers line of My Scene dolls. The line featured Barbie and Madison in Valentine's Day themed outfits. Interestingly enough, a Chelsea doll was supposed to be produced for this line but was scrapped. The Flirty line, which included Barbie, Chelsea, Madison, and Delancey, would be released around this time as well. The dolls all had the smiling face sculpt that was introduced in the Gettin Ready line, along with a telephone and a date night outfit. Apart from creating elaborate doll lines and establishing the media presence of the brand, Mattel would expand My Scene to other markets, particularly in the Latin American market, where they were very well received. In fact, Mattel would produce an exclusive set of My Scene webisodes that would be available as part of a DVD promotion in Kellogg's cereals. The DVD would include 13 My Scene episodes, along with episodes of the Max Steel series. These episodes featured all 5 My Scene girls and would also include Bryant as part of the lineup of My Scene guys, despite the fact that he was no longer featured in any of the collections after the Back to School line. Perhaps he moved to London just after Delancey and Ellis joined the group, and the episodes took place just before he left. Each episode was around 3 minutes long, and followed the My Scene gang on their adventures around the city. The last 2 episodes would particularly foreshadow some of the looks that would be seen in the next My Scene movie, Masquerade Madness. An exclusive line of My Scene dolls, called Working Radio, would be released in Latin America. This line featured Barbie and Chelsea, who each came with a radio player. The dolls had smiling face sculpts and came with outfits from previous fashion packs. But apart from establishing the brand's global presence, Mattel needed to stave off the rapid growth of the Bratz dolls. It was undeniable that the Bratz were grabbing more market shares while the Barbie doll was starting to slip. But while it seemed as though Barbie finally had a formidable competitor, Mattel had a trick up their sleeve that would keep their plastic lady on top. Back in 2002, Robert Eckert, the CEO of Mattel at the time, received a mysterious letter from a Hong Kong law firm that represented a toy company that was sued by MGA for copyright infringement. Eckert and the law firm would meet in person on November 23, 2003, where the law firm would share the contract that designer Carter Bryant, who was an employee of Mattel, at the time, signed with MGA after he pitched the Bratz dolls. With this information, Mattel built a case against Carter Bryant over the intellectual property rights of the Bratz brand, believing that since Bryant was still a Mattel employee while creating and pitching the dolls, the brand rights belonged to Mattel. Mattel would file a court complaint against Bryant in the state of California, on April 27, 2004. In the filing, they would allege that Bryant violated his contractual and common law duties to Mattel when he did not disclose his designs for the Bratz dolls before leaving for MGA.
We're in heaven! Shopping spree!
As the legal battle over the Bratz dolls was brewing, the My Scene dolls would go on a shopping spree. The shopping spree collection depicted the My Scene girls at their favorite stores in the mall. Each girl would be themed to a specific brand or fashion item. Barbie shopped at Levi's, Nolly at Sephora, Madison at Aldo, while Chelsea would shop for trinkets. A Target-exclusive shopping spree Delancey doll was also released. As part of the collection, a My Dressing Room playset and Mall Must-Haves kiosk gift set were released. The gift set included a Kenzie doll. It would be explained in the shopping spree webisode that Kenzie worked at an accessories kiosk in the mall, which sold some of Chelsea's handbags. Speaking of Chelsea, the next My Scene movie, Masquerade Madness, would center around her, as she and the My Scene gang prepare for a charity fashion show benefiting the local animal rescue shelter. While the gang is trying to hide Chelsea's surprise birthday party, Chelsea has a secret of her own. She's failing math class and has to be tutored by Hudson. Like Jammin in Jamaica, the Masquerade Madness movie would have a corresponding line of My Scene dolls. The line featured Barbie, Chelsea, Madison, and Nolly, along with Delancey and Kenzie, who were US exclusives. 3 guy dolls were produced for the line, Hudson, River, and Sutton, who all had the smiling face mold. Additionally, a set of fashion scene packs with the guys' outfits were produced, along with the pirate outfit that Ellis wore in the movie. Each Masquerade Madness doll came with a pet from the fashion show and various party accessories. The girls would also come with the Masquerade Madness DVD and a second outfit. 2 vehicles and a party pad playset were also released as part of the collection. Some versions of the party pad would come with a Madison doll, as it was inspired by her loft in the movie. Around June 25 to July 22, a set of My Scene mini dolls were produced as McDonald's Happy Meal toys. There were 2 themes that were available, Beach Party and City Scene. Other releases for the year included Dressed to Impress Barbie and Madison dolls, which depicted the girls at a fancy party, Noli and Delancey styling heads, and more fashion scene packs for the girls. Meanwhile, on November 2, 2004, Carter Bryant filed a counterclaim against Mattel. He would allege that the confidentiality agreement he signed as an employee at Mattel was too broad to be enforced, and that he came up with the concept of the Bratz while he was on an 8-month sabbatical in 1998. MGA was getting nervous, as they were trying to hide the fact that they received the idea for the Bratz from Carter Bryant. To protect the Bratz brand from a potential scandal, they would get involved as a defendant in the case between Carter Bryant and Mattel on December 7, 2004. To start off the year 2005, the My Scene girls would take a trip to Miami in the Miami Getaway line. The line featured Barbie, Madison, Chelsea, and Noli, who each came with outfits for sightseeing and the beach, Delancey and Kenzie, who were part of the Vespa scooter gift sets, and Delancey again with the Happening Hotel gift set. This would be the last time Kenzie was produced. The club birthday line was also released, which depicted Noli's 16th birthday. The line featured Barbie, Chelsea, Madison, River, Sutton, Hudson, and of course Noli, the birthday girl. Each girl came with 2 outfits, a gift for Noli, among other accessories, a stick-on body jewel for the buyer to wear that matched the corresponding doll, and a game token for a sweepstakes to meet the then-teen superstar, Lindsay Lohan. But this sweepstakes wouldn't be the last time Lohan would be affiliated with the My Scene brand. This line would debut a new face sculpt for the guys, which had a more inflated, square shape. However, this would be the last time Sutton was produced. Though much like Ellis, Sutton would still be featured in subsequent webisodes for the year and the next My Scene movie. Also released as part of the club birthday line was Noli's My New Ride convertible, which included a radio, trunk, and 4 seats. Continuing the trend of releasing My Scene collections with recycled outfits in between major releases, Mattel would release the Day and Night line and the Target exclusive, My Design Scene line. The Day and Night line would include Barbie, Chelsea, Madison, and Noli, who came with a day look and a night look that could be mixed and matched. Each doll would also come with a charm bracelet for the buyer to wear. Day and Night, Club Birthday, and Miami Getaway would each get a corresponding webisode on the My Scene website. Another webisode called A Snowed-In Holiday was released, but is now considered lost media. The My Design Scene line at Target allowed fans to pick a doll, Barbie, Madison, Chelsea, or Noli, 2 fashion or accessory packs, and a closet carrying case. Each doll had 2 variants with different pajamas and recycled face screenings from previous My Scene lines. The Teen Tease line with Barbie, Chelsea, Madison, and Noli would also be released. Each doll included 3 trendy shirts and their pet. Mattel would also release 2 portable styles to go playsets around this time, one called Dress and Go and the other called Shop and Go. They would also experiment by releasing the Styling Friend line of 27-inch soft-bodied My Scene dolls. The line included Barbie, Chelsea and Madison. On the legal front, MGA Entertainment would file a complaint against Mattel on April 13, 2005, alleging that Mattel sabotaged rival companies, such as MGA, through various strong-arm tactics. For instance, in 2005, the retailer Kohl's would abruptly cease carrying MGA products and work with Mattel to increase Barbie's shelf space. Mattel would reportedly pay Kohl's $1.25 million to carry out this deal, and also try to make backdoor arrangements with other retailers to reduce the Bratz doll's market share. MGA would also assert in the filing that Mattel was copying their products and designs, particularly with the My Scene line. But rather than change the My Scene doll's look to refute the claims, Mattel would double down. Later in the year, Mattel would release the Swappin Styles line of dolls, which included Barbie, Madison, and Noli. This line would have a similar head swap concept as the Bratz Head Games line, released in the same year. The Swappin Styles dolls would come with 3 heads and outfits, along with multiple accessories, that could be mixed and matched to make more than 240 different looks. The Secret Locker line would also be released around this time, which featured Barbie, Chelsea, and Madison. Each doll came with a locker with a real lock and a set of stickers to customize the locker. The line would have a corresponding episode on the website, where Chelsea becomes a hall monitor. Speaking of webisodes, Mattel would release another set of Latin America exclusive My Scene webisodes, this time paired with a set of Hot Wheels episodes. There were 10 episodes produced. Much like the last season, the last webisode would feature outfits for the next My Scene movie. In this case, the outfits were from the My Scene Goes Hollywood movie. Unlike previous My Scene movies, the My Scene Goes Hollywood movie would be a full-length film produced in association with Miramax. The film centered around Madison, who along with the other My Scene girls, sneaks onto the set of a movie, called Spy Society, that was filming in their city. The movie stars Lindsay Lohan and the fictional actor, Ryan Ridley, but through a turn of events, Madison ends up replacing the actress who plays the villain. As the film goes on, fame gets to Madison's head, despite her limited role, and she begins to distance herself from her friends, in favor of spending time with Lindsay and Ryan. However, Lindsay is able to bring the My Scene gang back together and teach them the importance of friendship. In addition to featuring Lindsay Lohan, who voiced herself, the movie would feature a cameo from the now disgraced producer and Miramax co-founder Harvey Weinstein. The My Scene Goes Hollywood movie would have a corresponding line of dolls, which included Barbie, Madison, Chelsea, Noli, and Lindsay Lohan with red carpet-ready looks. 2 male dolls were also produced for this line, Ryan Ridley and Hudson. Playsets and vehicles for this collection included the dressing room playset and the luxury limo. A set of on-screen, fashion packs featured outfits from the movie. A My Scene Goes Hollywood PC game would also be released.
It's my scene, my bling, bling, bling.
The new My Scene, My Bling Bling girls are here. Nice bling.
To help the brand stand out from the ever-growing Bratz mania, Mattel would give the My Scene dolls a bold new look to end the year. With the My Bling Bling line, the My Scene girls now had sultry, cat-like eyes instead of the almond-shaped eyes they were known for. However, the My Scene art style would remain the same for the corresponding webisode. Each girl came with a ring for the buyer to wear, and later versions of the dolls had actual gems in the ring, a gimmick that was going to be used for the upcoming Bratz Forever Diamonds line. This line would kick off the bling era of My Scene that would eventually lead to a soft reboot. So how exactly would the My Scene dolls evolve in this new bling era? Find out next time on Have You Heard?